All right, guys, we're here with the Apocalyptic Apes Queens, and I wanted to ask them how they got involved with the project and just find out a little bit more about these queens and maybe even some of their favorite apocalyptic apes. And we have Stem right now. So, Stem, how did you even get involved with the Apocalyptic Apes and Fitty?
It's a really wonderful Christmas story. I saw on Twitter that Lisa Joe was burning tamales and that in order for that to be happening, that she was distracted doing something in Web3. So I knew there was a mint or a snipe that I was missing. And she didn't care enough to DM me about the Apocalyptic Apes. So I actually just went into her wallet to see what she was doing and then figured out and then was like, what are you minting? And so for us, it was Christmas Day in Australia. And I frantically, early Christmas morning, started minting Apocalyptic Apes. That is how I came to this project.
Nice, nice. And then over a certain amount of time, you got a little bit more involved maybe and started working on the actual team. How did that happen?
Yeah, a few weeks after Christmas, I had kind of leaned in and supported some challenging, back end things that we navigated the community through. I naturally started hanging out with the apes and stumbled into suddenly hosting the Aussie Late Show, and it just kind of progressed from there. I think Fiddy and I just had a call, between Christmas and New Year's where we were just really aligned on, we're both raising girls and we wanted to create a career opportunity for women in Web3. And this felt like a logical way to do that.
I love that. And the fact that today is International Women's Day. That's pretty awesome that we all have you here. So, well, how about we do this? I'm going to ask for an intro from Lisa Joe, aka Crypto Booty 69. And then I'll come back and I'll ask you guys all a question about your favorite apocalyptic apes. So, Crypto Booty 69, how was it that you got involved with the apocalyptic apes?
So for me, it was, and first I want to say, oh my God, Stem, you look so cute. But and I wish there was emojis on here because when Stem was talking about my tamale situation, it's like I wasn't able to throw up any emojis, but
I'll edit them. They'll just float up on this video. You'll see. It'll happen.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Because I need those emojis. No, for me, it was Christmas Eve. And I was like, you know what? For my family, I'm going to stay off all social media. I'm going to stay off Twitter. I'm going to stay off OpenSea and everything, right? And so I was left cooking in the kitchen by myself. And it was like everybody was doing their own thing while I was doing all the cooking. So I was like, you know what? Forget this. I'm going to just take a peek on Twitter, see what's going on. And then I saw somebody in our NFT circle, Tech. He had posted some apocalyptic apes that he had just purchased. And so I was like, what the heck? Like, how come, I didn't know about this, And so I just started minting and I couldn't stop after that. And I did burn my pot of tamales while I was trying to mint because I was too focused on, getting my mints. And then Stem contacted me like, what are these apocalyptic apes that you're minting? And why didn't you tell me? Yada, yada, yada. And it was like, no, I swear this was just last minute. Nobody told me. I found out from Tech and it was like, so it's not normal that we don't tell each other, what we're minting, in our NFT circle. So this was random. And I realized that Fitty had sent me a DM like probably more than a month ago prior to that about the apocalyptic apes. And I have so many DMs that I just didn't even acknowledge it. And then I was like, realized like, oh my God, he's been trying to like tell me about this. So yeah, that's how I got into it.
Nice. Well, and you expanded the family and the queens started growing right off the bat, it sounds like, with the two of you coming in. Jillian, what about yourself? How did Apocalyptic Apes get on your radar? What kind of brought you in and got you into this more inner circle with the other queens?
So it's kind of funny. I hadn't been on like any spaces or anything. I was more of a Clubhouse person. Never went on spaces ever. Just Twitter regular and just on actually New Year's Day, I decided, I'm bored. I'm just gonna go on here and see what's up. And then I saw a bunch of apes in a room, and I was like, I'm just gonna enter and see what's up. And I just saw how they were all vibing out. And I was like super nervous, and I wanted to talk because like I hear STEM talking, everybody talking. And I'm like, these people seem so cool. Like I want to be all their friends. Like I was just like in awe of everyone. And so I raised my hand, I decided to talk. And then Fiddy was just like, so who are you? Tell us about yourself. What's going on? Like just all these questions. And I was like, I had nothing to say. I didn't know. It was like, I was so nervous. But then, they all asked me if I had an ape and, what did I feel about the apocalyptic apes? And I was like, honestly, I never heard of, the apocalyptic apes, but I was like, I knew about the other ape projects and I missed out, but this one seems really great. And like, I'm sad that you guys minted out already and I wasn't able to join. And then Fiddy was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you an ape. And I was like literally shaking and I basically started crying. And I was like, these people are so amazing. And then after that, I basically stalked them and I just kept going into the rooms. It was just always because I wanted to like be within this vibe of amazing people. And then I was asked to do a room at random and I didn't know what I was doing, but STEM came in and was like, I'm so proud of you for holding this room. Like you gave me a break from having to do this. And so amazing. You didn't even know what you were doing. You did it. And I was just like, oh my God, I love these people. And then, so that turned into later on STEM asking me to be a part of the Queens project. And of course, I'm going to jump at the opportunity because she's so freaking amazing. And everyone on the team is so amazing. So yeah, that's how I got into the apes. And that's how I got into the Queens Roundtable.
I love it. Well, yeah, it sounds like, just STEM is right at the center of this whole concept of the Apocalyptic Apes Queens. I guess because of that high stature in the group, your opinions are pretty influential here. STEM, what's your favorite apocalyptic ape?
My personal favorite one?
Let's hear it.
I could only pick one.
Oh, you can tell us whatever you want. Yeah, we just want to know what you think.
I have a snapback that is a purple snapback and it has the purple halo background. So it perfectly matches. So aesthetically, it's very pleasing. I do love that one. I would also say I love my crystal. I think I have rarity 90 something. And I like him. I like that he is crystal. I like that I bought him for 0.3 on secondary when people were selling things they didn't understand what they were selling. So I love a good snipe. So I feel like they're my two and my newest acquisition. So my newest one is a ruby. So I did join the ruby gang.
Nice.
And with the Jordan backpack, and I'm pretty excited about joining the ruby gang. So they're possibly my top pick. And if I had to pick a fourth, I would say my naked because Kim Buck has a naked that she wears all the time, and it's like she had a twin naked just become available on the floor, so they look very similar, and I was surprised that was available to pick up in the last couple of weeks. So they're my top four for right now, but I would say that I do love them. I have a problem with buying apes, I'm not going to lie.
I think a lot of people do, and Kim is awesome. I love that she's got the whole pulse on the naked apes. That's her jam right there. That's cool. All right, let's move on to you, Crypto Booty 69. What is your favorite ape? And I guess I could just say trait as well.
Okay, so since STEM mentioned 4, I'm definitely mentioning 4. But before I mention my 4, I do want to say Kim also has like the cutest laugh ever. Like her laugh is contagious. I love it. But I'm going to say personally, like I minted a gold. So my gold is my favorite. And I actually flipped 2 apes because the snapback, the ETH floor on the snapback was high, like quickly. And I was like, oh my God, I need to get a snapback. And I really, really love my snapback. So I actually paid like a little over 1 ETH for my snapback because I just knew like this is really it's gonna go, it's gonna fly. So I have a snapback. I have an ETH jewel on one of my ape's face. So I love the ETH jewel. And then of course, lastly, but not least, is my naked. I have a naked. And yeah, naked is everybody should have a naked for sure.
Nice. Well, you guys are kind of in the same boat right now. Jillian,
Yeah.
what about you? What is your favorite apocalyptic ape that you have, or your favorite trait?
Well, of course, my favorite is the original OG that Fiddy gave me. Because it was, how I joined everything. So that's one I'm never gonna let go of. Is the red like sunset background, is a bullet in its mouth and like a skull earring. It's kind of me. So it's awesome. Another favorite that I have is the gas mask. And I know that we're using that as a logo and it's going to be in all the merch. So I love that one. And mine has like an army helmet with like blue feathers and it's kind of cool. But another favorite trait I have is like one with this like white cartoon eyes. It's like a comic book graphic. And I love how the eyes are just like, even though it's just white, it's details and how he made that come to be, how Hattie made that come to be, that I just love about it. And I don't own one. I actually have my fiance owns it, but I'm obsessed with it and I kind of want to take it from him. So
Awesome. Well, I'm going to make sure we display all of these so that as you're speaking about them, we'll show them on the video and everybody can kind of get to see the things that you guys have been describing. So super appreciate that. Anything you want to drop, any info about the queens coming up? Stan, Crypto Booty, anybody want to give us something?
I just want to say that I'm super excited for the drop of the queens. Hattie's been working really hard. I know that we are still minting in March, but there's definitely something coming prior to it that we are all excited about. Right, Stem? Right, Jillian? It's just going to be awesome. And I can't even say any much more. I'm just excited. I'm stacking my ETH.
I'm trying to stack my ETH, but anytime Crypto Booty 69 and STEM Queen just mention another project, and I'm just like FOMOing, like, okay, I gotta buy this now. I have to figure out how to get more ETH to have it for the queens. So yeah, it's a constant panic, but we're here.
Yeah.
All right, Stem, final word from you on the queens, and then we will wrap up this interview. Thank you guys all so much for spending the time and breaking down that entry and how you came to be where you're at inside of the team. So any last little parting little alpha gems for us, Stem?
Well, I think that the alpha gem that I'll drop in this conversation is that it is International Women's Day. And I believe that we stand on the shoulders that those that came before us. And I think for a lot of women right now in Web3, we are breaking new ground. And so I just wanted to actually shout out to all of the women, female artists, founders that are minting. I know that there's a number of projects that are minting today, and I just wish them every success. So good luck to the Honey Badgers. Good luck to Year of the Women. I know the pressure and excitement and joy that is Mint Day, and it really excites me to see so many wonderful projects coming online. And I'm excited that the Queens get to join them in this month that's celebrating women. And so I can't wait. I'm very excited. I wish I could tell you more, Chris, but I cannot.
Well, I appreciate what you did give me today and all of your stories so far, friends. So thank you for that. We'll definitely catch up on a future episode where maybe you drop some big giant reveals for us. That would be awesome.
Maybe a sneak peek. Maybe I'll give you a sneak peek in the next one. How about that?
All right. That sounds good. Okay. Well, we're out of here. Thank you so much.
See ya.